Are you interested in learning an active way to play against 1e4? In this video, I will go through the moves of a recent miniature to show you the powerful ideas that are turning the Portuguese Scandinavian into one of the most popular lines against 1e4. In the recently finished European Championship, a beautiful miniature caught my attention because it pointed us to a very popular, a very trendy line against 1e4. So trendy that even the world champion, the former world champion now, Magnus Carlsen, have played it as black. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. White is Celik Ali, a youngster from Turkey, and with black, Mihailo Vujic, a FIDE master from Serbia. e4, d5, the Scandinavian defense, e takes d5, and knight f6. This is a popular line in the Scandinavian. The most common is queen takes d5, when knight c3 forces the queen to move. In the line with knight f6, black gives white the chance to stick to the pawn, and also is ready to recapture with the knight. d4, bishop g4, and this is the Portuguese variation. It's a way to upset the coordination of white pieces, and it's a provocative way. Now f3, forcing the bishop to retreat, but at the same time weakening the white king. Bishop f5 and c4. White sticks to its plus pawn, and it looks really nice because now it's really hard to continue the development of black's pieces. But after e6, black has a hidden resource that will make this position really appealing. D takes e6, and here we go. Knight c6. Rather than recapturing the pawn, black simply continues with the development of its pieces. Now d4 is under attack. The knight is ready to jump also to b4, creating this threat, and black allows e takes f7. That's a game. King takes f7. So everything is going smoothly, but black has two pawns down. But the compensation is clear. It's the eternal battle of material against development. So black has three developed pieces, and the queen is also playing an active role. And the rook is not far from coming. After bishop b4, the rook is coming to e8. So black development is really rapid and is really threatening. So bishop e3, bishop b4, knight c3, and rook e8. As I said before, now white has some troubles defending e3, because if queen d2, then the d4 pawn would fall. Perhaps queen takes d4, and after queen takes, knight takes, and the threats are really annoying. So for this reason, white played king f2. The king seems to be doing right there. It's a secure shelter, but here black found a way to create a massive attack. If you want, you can pause the video and try to discover the forced moves that led black to an advantage. So the game continued with rook takes e3, extracting white's king. Everything seems to be okay for white, because the king is in the center, but it's really close from f2. So it seems that nothing is happening. And now there comes a really nice move bishop c2, trying to deflect the white queen from d4. White plays queen d2. If queen takes c2 instead, the game would end shortly after queen takes d4, king e2, rook e8, forcing king knight e4, sorry. Knight takes e4. Now black is threatening mate in several ways, and the game is really decided. F takes, rook takes, and in case of king f3, queen e3, checkmate. So the queen couldn't accept the bishop and was dragged to d2. In d2 will be really exposed because it's in the same diagonal of the king. It is not apparent how to take advantage of it, but after a fantastic move, black managed to punish white play. If you want, you can pause the video again and try to find it. Knight g4, fantastic move. King f4. Now, if in case that white takes, then simply queen g5, and the queen will be lost after king e2, rook e8, and there is no way to defend the queen. Instead, king e2, the simple queen e7 wins the queen. Again, this king has no squares. The knight defends f2, the fantastic bishop defends d1 and d3, and there is nothing white can do. So king f4, the king is horribly exposed, and there is a way to checkmate it. So the game continued with bishop d6, sacrificing the knight, queen d7. Now the king has some options, but every move leads to defeat. King h4 and g5. Now trying to bring the queen, because then we would win the queen, and in case the king takes, then the rook comes to deliver a mating attack in very few moves. So the game continued with king h5, bishop g6, king h6, and after queen f5, white resigned because bishop f8 is unstoppable. A beautiful miniature. And to tell you the truth, this miniature, something really close to this miniature, has been played 100 times. No, not 100 times, but several times. If you browse through the Lichess amateur database, you'll find plenty of games with this line, 20 or something similar. Okay, in shorter time controls, a lot of people gets to these kind of positions. And here I wanted to explain something. After king takes d4, there's a forced checkmate. Instead of queen d7, bishop f5 has been played. Now, after king takes f5, queen h4 with the threat of g6. And there is very little white can do to avoid it. For example, g4, gaining the e4 square, then rook e8, and g6 is unstoppable. Now there is no way for white to stop the mate. On the other hand, not taking the bishop brings white no comfort, because after king h5, g6, king h6, queen h4, checkmate. So as you can see, this is a really trappy line, very interesting, and it's very easy to reach this position. Of course, white has several choices, several deviations, and if you like the idea, we can cover it in a future video. I'll appreciate your feedback, and tell me what you want, what ideas would you like to learn, and what is your situation, your current chess situation, what are your goals. Please tell me more about you, and I'll make videos to fill these needs you may have. So thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.